1, verse 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh.
It's talking about our own people. It's talking about God's chosen people. The people that he called upon himself. That's supposed to be good and righteous people. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's talking about you. You guys have become some of the most wicked people on the planet.
You always say, man, our people are we the salt of the earth. We the best in everything, and it's sad to say, even wickedness, man. Yeah. Okay.
You got Jake being famous specifically for basically being a damn demon.
Yeah.
You know, some chick, she called herself Cardi B. This bitch is a total circus act, and she a total slut bag. But this bitch is coming up like she's like Jake is really like gravitating to this hoe.
They say hoes is winning.
You know, yeah, these hoes. How you get a career off of being a total slut?
Kim Kardashian, the whole family.
That's that family.
The whole family.
Even the mama, she started.
And hey, it got so bad that the man wanted to be a deviant. The father who was supposed to be keeping these women in control turned into a bitch.
Total wickedness.
But he wearing more makeup and heels and shit than the women. And he got a daughter.
He got 2 daughters.
And they famous for nothing.
Yeah.
Famous for nothing. Nobody got no talent. They just famous for being perverse.
Yeah. And Jake actually glorifies in that.
Yeah. And they Jakes. By the way, Kardashians is Jakes. I don't know about them Jenners. I don't know. But still, either way, he probably is. That damn great of an athlete he was. But that's not the point.
As a woman.
Right.
Well, see, but that's why the scriptures say they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, their deeds overpass the deeds of the wicked, man.
Right.
You know? So that's why, that's why they're the most vulnerable, man. They're susceptible to all demonic spirits out here, man.
Right.
All these different demonic spirits, it gets on Jake. And Jake not being spiritual like they supposed to be,
Right.
they get overtaken.
And if I make a quick point about it, like that's why in Romans 11th chapter when it says Israel have not attained that which he's seeking for, Jake is seeking for something to gravitate and to latch on to. But because they know something, right, but they know something should give them that spark of their life that make their life meaningful. But the election are obtained and the rest were blinded, right? Because everybody else is looking for that spark, so they're looking everywhere. Let me try out Christianity, no. Let me try out Catholicism, no. Let me try out Islam, no. Egyptology, no. Let me try looking for money, no. Let me try demonic vibration, do it thou wilt, no. And they're never gonna find it until they find what they're comfortable in. But those are the people that find that wicked, the more wickeder you go, and they find comfort. Well, I'm comfortable right here and being an atheist versus being a full demonic, Satanist, right? Well, you ain't far off from that, but you're comfortable there, right? So that's what Jacob gravitates to, whatever he feels is prospering in. And wickedness will prosper you in this wicked world. But in the long run, it's going to destroy you.
Yep.
Go back. I don't go too far.
They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One.
Because they're checking everywhere for everything but the truth. We stand on this corner, and brothers stand on the corner on the street every week.
Yeah.
All over the internet and on YouTube, on WorldStar, on Daily Motion, all over the internet. We're right here with the answers to everything you need in life, everything to fulfill your life, to give your life meaning. And you don't want it. You clicked on it, and you laugh at the entertainment of it, but you won't do what we're saying. We're not out here telling jokes. We're out here being wholeheartedly serious like our life depends on it, because it do, and yours does.
I always say, man, this truth could either do 2 things. It can save your life or it can kill you.
Yep.
So, Lord willing, we do those men, and we can get saved, man. We can get salvation.
Since you made that statement, somebody gets 2nd Ezra 7 and 57.
2nd Ezra?
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 7.
Yeah, 57 you said?
57.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter.
Because you're right, it is life and death.
Yeah.
You know? It is life and death, man.
Sorry.
Running the wrong way.
And hey, if you care about your life, you ain't gonna take this lightly, man.
Right.
You know? And I'm talking about everlasting life.
Okay.
Not this temporal life.
Now look at this. I gotta say this, huh? You got the men of the Lord right here trying to teach Jake. And then if you pan the camera, you got Jake over here next to us, smoking weed, drinking, and bullshit. We sitting right here, and not one of these niggas came over here to ask us what's going on. You know? They
why?
happy and they comfortable here in Babylon. You know? They don't know that Esau finna ground their motherfucking asses up.
Yep.
You know? They ain't paying attention to the news. They ain't watching nothing. They cool. They cool with this shit. Until they jump off, then they gonna be like, where's them dudes that was telling us that truth? Where's them dudes on the internet? Where's them brothers on the internet? It's gonna be shut down. All that rapping and shit is gonna be over.
And this is something that ties into what you're saying about them being right there. You know why they're right there? Because the vibration we're putting off is powerful. And they know that people are hearing it, but they don't want to be a part of the righteous spirit of Yahweh Shai. They want the energy and the fame and proclaim of it in their wickedness and what they're doing.
You know what it is? It's them gravitating to the light, but not fully coming into the light.
Exactly right.
Why?
Exactly.
Because their deeds are evil.
Yep. We gonna, as soon as they walk over, hey man, so I'm like, weed man, back up with that.
Yahweh Shai said it
cut that
best.
shit out.
He said it best, man.
Yep.
At least their deeds be reproved. They won't come into the light. See, they see the light, but they don't want to go into it. You know? Jake don't want to see that he got all type of stains and, you know, filth. He doesn't want to see that about himself.
And that's why they create that low light camera, right? They create the low light camera. Yeah, with the Cheetos.
Yeah, dude did the commercial. He's like, I'm gonna sit with these Cheetos. He turned on that black light. Everybody had cheese all over.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a real camera though.
Yeah.
It's a real phone that got that camera on.
People like darkness.
Yep. They don't
Like
want to
he
see the
said,
details.
This is life or death.
Yep.
And Jay got to make that decision, but really the Most High is going to choose it for him. All right. If you are not of the elect, man, the Lord is going to choose you to be destroyed.
Yep.
Okay. Simple and plain. Yeah. Get ready for the sword, man. Whatever he got numbered to you, man. Especially because when the Lord had his men out there, when he had his counsel, you refused. You know, you said that not his counsel. So when all hell breaks loose, you're going to see that the Lord's going to turn his face from you, man. He's going to turn his back to you. We ain't going to be out here.
That's right.
We ain't going to be out here, man. When you finally start to see all chaotic just catastrophe all throughout America, the things that you see going on in Venezuela and in Brazil, we ain't gonna be out here trying to get you hard-headed Negroes, Hispanics, and natives. We ain't gonna be out here trying to warn you.
That's right.
It's gonna be too late.
Hey, the warning ain't it's not in advance anymore.
Those
that day
advances will
happen.
be closed.
No more advancement to where you can prepare yourself to escape it. You're gonna be in the thick of it. We ain't gonna be in the thick of it because we were warned we're gonna be off safe somewhere. But y'all gonna be like, wait, you didn't warn me. Yeah, we warned you. You didn't come when, hey, what good is it if we tell you, hey, y'all better watch out, this man about to come down and he'll destroy you. He about to rob you, he about to kill you, whatever. And then we're like, oh yeah, when? Pretty soon, oh, okay. And then we leave. We stay out there a little while longer, then we leave. You don't leave when we leave. You stick around, and then you get caught up in the middle of it. Well, we can't come back and be like, see, we ain't gonna come back to warn you again, because it's too late. The warning's over.
That's right.
The advanced period that you need to protect yourself with, or hide or escape or whatever it is That time is now gone.
Yeah, read that real quick.
Come, 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 56. I'm gonna start 56. It still goes. It says, while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. While we lived and committed iniquity. That's why I brought that out, right?
While you had your liberty, while you was out doing what you do, being a nigga in America,
Part of the losing battle.
you don't realize that you, after all that, at the end of that, you gotta die a painful death.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you're gonna appear before the throne of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai ashamed.
Yep.
You know? And the Lord's gonna be like, well, what happened? My prophets was out there.
Yep.
They were telling you exactly what I put it in their spirits to tell you what they were out there telling
The
you.
Lord will give you that vision of that time you walk by the camp.
They gonna show from your eyes when you look
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
at us. Oh, that's
From
them with
your
those
view.
vessels and the garments, with the camera and the Bibles.
And what you was
I did look
thinking.
over, Yeah.
And this is what you were saying in your mind
Yep.
when you walk across them.
Gonna be the broadcast, not overcast, the voiceover.
Come.
The voiceover of your thoughts, the real intent of your heart, right? Verse 57, it says, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Jacob's losing that battle.
Yep.
The condition is that you didn't think that there was a negative end outside of just your body being killed. Your body going into the grave. You didn't think that there was more to it than that, where it is. It's a lot more to it than that. It says that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. As how did he say? He shall suffer. Martial law,
Right.
Starvation,
Famine,
missiles,
pestilence.
all these different, I said missiles already,
Okay.
World War III missiles and all these other
Chip.
things, right? All these perils and destructive things that come up in the nation without mixture, all those things will come upon you.
Okay.
And that's how you lose, by not taking heed of what the men of the Lord have warned you from the Heavenly Father with.
Finish that.
Come. It says that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say, that salvation and the glory in the kingdom of heaven that Yahweh Shai spoke about.
Yeah, that's getting the victory over the wicked one. You know, getting the victory over this beast. Not submitting to the wickedness, man. Taking heed to the prophets and the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, increasing in the knowledge, man. Gaining faith, having faith, calling on the true names of the Lord, man.
Right.
Not just being no simple as regular nigga or spick here in Babylon, man. All right, niggas gonna get death, man.
Okay.
Right.
If you a nigga, you an American, you're whatever you call yourself. If you don't acknowledge that you're an Israelite and that the Lord's coming back to redeem us and save us and to repent from your wicked ways, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Right.
Okay?
Man, Jake speed up when he hears this.
They gotta hear it, man. And but the scriptures say Jake ain't gonna want to hear it, man.
I gotta read this. I'll keep reading. Verse 59, it says, For this is the life of for this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life that thou mayest live.
Choose the life
Yep.
that you may live. All right, choose life. But Jake rather choose death, man.
Okay.
They walk in gross darkness. Jake got their own self-righteousness about themselves. You can't tell them nothing, man. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop smoking.
Yep.
Well, where say that at in the Bible? Stop eating swine. Well, my God says that's the Old Testament.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta follow the law.
All I gotta do is pray over it.
All you gotta do is pray over it and it become cleansed. Since when? Stop getting tatted up.
Why we still dying at this young
Okay.
age?
A turd is still a turd, man.
Why you taking
Pray over it all
16?
you want.
Why you gotta be on 16 different medications?
Yep.
You know, the same hypocrite Christian that say you can still eat pork, and he tries to defend that doctrine. He's on dialysis.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
We got some other kind of ailment.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the depending on Esau, and Esau's hospitals, and, all this medication, and that ain't doing nothing but killing your ass, man.
High cholesterol,
Chemo.
gout, high cholesterol, diabetes.
Yeah, read that again.
It says, verse 59, it says, "For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, Choose thee life that thou mayest live. Nevertheless, they believed him not, nor yet the prophets after him."
See, they didn't believe him, nor did they believe the prophets after him. Okay, and that was always a continuing cycle. Jake never wanted to listen. Jake never wanted to listen. They misused the prophets, they mocked at him, scoffed. You once y'all get a job, you bums. And once y'all get jobs and shit, once y'all got something else better to do. You even got other guys who claim to be prophets calling other prophets bums. What y'all gonna say about John the Baptist? He didn't live in a royal castle. He didn't have the most priestly royal garment on. They said he had on a garment of camel hair, man. With a leather girdle. Okay, he dressed rough.
It wasn't gold like the outside. It was leather.
And did it not say that the prophets, when they come out, that they in the book of Revelation, that they're going to prophesy in sackcloth? Sackcloth in the ancient world, that meant that you were mourning. You were grieving about something, man. And usually, if there's a negative message coming to a city, would that not set the vibration of mourning in that city? You're going to grieve because something evil or something bad is getting ready to happen amongst you and your family. So you're not going to be in that spirit, man. All right?
Potato sack.
See, if we were rich, we wouldn't be concerned with evil. We would be concerned with getting off every dollar, every pleasure, desire that we got. We would be focused on that, man. We would be wrapped up in the prosperity of this world.
That's right.
So that's why the Lord always kept his prophets in the middle. Not having riches, but also not impoverished.
Being content.
Just being content, man. Having that daily bread. Food convenient for us, man.
It's perfect balance, man.
Yeah. Because if you get too full, you're going to deny the Lord.
You get too hungry, you want to
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Read that again.
There's more after that. It says, "For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, Choose thee life that thou mayest live. Nevertheless, they believed him not, nor yet the prophets after him, no, nor me, which has spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation."
Yeah, those that repent. All right.
The heaviness of the destruction that's coming unto them, there's more joy. It's overcome by the joy of them that will get salvation.
Yeah.
There's way more of it
Yep.
for salvation.
Yep.
Because Jake, we already have a heaviness. So you don't like us because we tell you, hey, you need to be sorrowful also. Continue to be sorrowful about what's going on. Hey, because bad is coming. Hey, and you would be like, well, I don't want more. But look, but if you don't acknowledge that you made these mistakes that you've been going on all this life, then you can never heal from it. If you don't recognize you got a problem, you can't find the is that on what did it say on or was it Isaiah, right? Yeah, verse 6. We're gonna go back to that. But you can't heal it. You don't know how to treat it. And our people need to hear from us, the prophets. What does it say? Get Isaiah 58:1 right quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got it. Let's read it to it. Go.
This is Isaiah 58:1. Cry out loud, spare not.
Yep.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression.
We have to show you your transgression. And what else?
And the house of Jacob their sins.
We have to show you what the problem is, where you're sick at, where you're wounded at, where the problem's at.
Let's show you where you're going off. So you can repent and won't go back into that lifestyle of doing the shit you were doing.
Right. Now, that ain't everybody that's gonna hear that. But those that hear it, like I said here, the joy, what did it say? Verse 61, it says, that was it on that, bro. It says that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. Because by the time we can be in sadness for Jake being destroyed, but we're going to be overjoyed. I mean, we can be sad for Jake being destroyed, but we're going to be overjoyed about us that get salvation. Too much of us being glad that we got salvation to be worried about y'all, and then we ain't gonna be like, oh damn, I feel bad. No, we don't feel bad because you deserve it. Like we're hoping to deserve salvation.
It's our second Ezra's, where it says, be not curious on how to second Ezra's. Yeah, I'll get it real quick.
I was thinking that too.
Second Ezra's chapter 9.
I think you go up a little bit though. Just by painting right above there.
Okay, this is Second Ezra's 9, and I'm gonna start at 11.
Yep.
It says, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty.
Hey, what's the liberty? You got the liberty to choose life or continue in the path of death that you're already walking in. We're 15 feet from it. Literally, 30 feet to those niggas, but when you walk past, we're 15 feet from it. Not realizing if you come over and be sincere about getting salvation, life is standing right here. Your life of really living is standing right over here. Feet from it.
I got something real quick too.
This
is Sirach 15, because you said life and death, right? Sirach 15 and 17. Before man is life and death, and whether him liketh shall be given him.
Yeah, and whether you like it, if you like death, then continue on walking and pursue death. It'll find you. But if you like life, guess what? You need to stop bullshitting, but you need to stop up here and inquire how to get it. That's what this is. That's the decision of inquiring which one you want, which path that you want to take, the path of life or the path of death. To stop here will lead you down the path of life. To continue walking and act like this is nothing, that these men are that it's just a sideshow or whatever. But well, okay, we'll take being a sideshow here in Vegas, but guess what? What about in LA? What about in New York? What about in every major city in the world damn near now? What about the rest of them? What about every time you click on something on YouTube, one of these videos is popping up? Anything that says anything religious or spiritual about it, one of our videos pop up. Even some folly that may have some little spiritual in it, it pops up.
Yeah, you got guys that are putting up videos that they're not even a part of any Israelite camp. They just put up videos going into different things, man.
They got freestyle battles, and then they'll have an Israelite video also uploaded to that page. They'll have video games, and then they'll have, the real men of the Lord on the streets or whatever.
It'll be like a suggestion.
Yeah. It'll still click into it. Where the access to this truth, man, you walk past it all day. You click past it all day. It's on World Star. Go ahead, bro. That was it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
God, this is when you were talking about finding basically how the wisdom is right in front of you, and they won't get it. This is Proverbs 2 and 4. If thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hidden treasures, because we right here, every brother is in a chief place of concourse, pushing the wisdom out there, trying to fish in for the elect,
Hey, let me say this, and guess what? It's not like we only thinking current videos. We don't, that's putting the videos out, we're only thinking in current videos. But guess what? You know that old videos still pop up? Our old stuff still pops up.
Okay.
It's still access for you to read it, to catch an old video. You know, so that access to this truth is still right there. But who is seeking? What did it say? Seeking for what? Silver?
Kind. If thou seekest her as silver,
Seeking for her as a precious metal.
kind, and searchest for her as for hidden treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and find the knowledge of Yahweh.
Yep, hey, then, I don't want to go to it, but that goes right with wisdom of Solomon. If you find that wisdom, it'll meet you. Where does that wisdom come from? From Yahweh. He'll meet you. It's simple what you get through his word. But I'm saying not come to you in the flesh, you know, but he'll come to you with his wisdom and shed light on you and sup with you, proving that it's strictly from him. By giving you understanding of this word.
For the Most High giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
Yep.
And
What's the mouthpiece? Out of us, but out of his word.
I can go down. This is Proverbs 2:10. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion.
Hey, but how many of our people is really into that though? How many more people have slowed up for the group of niggas off to the right versus to us? And that's every little sideshow out here. They'll slow up for ice cream and half-naked girls and a homeless man in a wheelchair, pictures of random shit, but they won't stop to inquire about life right here. Life! Know why? Because Jake don't know what life is.
Salvation.
Salvation right here. But Jake don't think nothing's coming. We seem menial to what your lives are doing, or what you got going on in your life. We seem like there's no real purpose for us to be out here. We're just, hey, we're not even interacting with the people. Why are we off to ourselves? Why are none of you asking that? Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna go down to the next chapter. This is Proverbs 3:13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding.
Right, is the man that findeth wisdom. Why? Because he knows that wisdom's gonna lead him out of something later, or now, or whatever. He knows that. Think about it, when we find out something, a breakdown, or a cure for something, or whatever, we're like, ooh, let's do that. Let's use that. Let's see what it is.
As soon as brothers will put out new videos on how a certain fragrance or a certain herb help better the hell that we in. Next thing you know, a whole bunch of brothers is on it. You know, just like what you were saying.
I can't even find them moringa seeds no more.
They gone?
They gone.
Damn.
I asked the dude, I said, when some more? He said, probably next week.
Yeah, they gone.
It was like 12 bags when we was there.
Bags when we was there, though.
Yeah.
So somebody clicked on one of the moringa videos and went and got it.
Some told me to get 3 bags when I seen it.
Go ahead, bro.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchant,
the man that giveth understanding. Because hey, it's nothing like when somebody takes heed to some good information, man. You feel good, like man, I helped somebody. That's good. We're doing a good deed to you people out here. But y'all don't take it as that. Go ahead, bro.
For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof.
The wisdom that we give you is better than silver, better than gold, better than rubies. Y'all don't have to go get that in Proverbs. That's where you at? Oh, okay.
It's still there.
It's right there? Go ahead.
And
you're in Proverbs too. Okay, all right.
And the gain thereof than fine gold.
Yep.
She is more precious than rubies.
Yep.
And all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
Yeah, you can't compare nothing unto this because gold, what can you do with gold that will save your life from what's coming? Nothing. You can't do nothing with that. Ain't no werewolves to make silver bullets out of. You ain't gotta worry about that. That ain't what's coming. Missiles that will melt everything is coming. Everything. Go ahead, bro.
Length of her, it's like your length of days is in her right hand.
Yeah, wait, what does that mean? Prolonging your life. Life, we're talking about life. Life is about living. That's what this word will give you. A purpose to, on the bottom, this word gives us a purpose to live. In the ghettos, in the bottom, struggling and everything, it gives us purpose to live. It gives us something to hope toward, something to look forward to, something to expect, better to expect. But for you niggas, all y'all can think of is if I don't bring this money home tonight, it's all done. If I don't make this work, it's all, I'm done. I don't know if I gotta come up with something else. Well, this is the answer. You search until you find the right answer. This is the answer right here. This is the answer. What more do you want? We're out here. So everything that you can come up with of any worth of value of what you speak about, that you know about, this is the answer. If you want lyrics, they're written in this book. If you want knowledge to be to expound and be proclaimed and said, it's in this book for you. But you got to do it with the sincere intent of your heart, though. The lyrics as well. You can't do it for YouTube views. You can't do it to hopefully get a record deal, to get a few dollars in your pocket. Because all that's going to collapse and burn up in front of you anyway. Go ahead, bro.
Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor.
Yep. Hey, so to the left hand with the carnal, hey, wisdom will give you carnal things in your left hand and spiritual things in your right hand. You know, that it's talking about in wisdom's right and left hand is what he's saying. But both sides of it has got it covered with wisdom.
Seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yep. That's Matthew 6. But
I got a quick break real quick. Was you done or?
It's more.
I can't think
Where are you at now?
I'll tell you where.
17. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
This Proverbs 3 and 17. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace.
Taking a mirthful spirit with the wicked they do. So how much more of a mirthful spirit would you be in like we are? We got heaviness on us, but we're in a mirthful spirit about the opportunity for salvation, about prophecies coming to pass, about what we believe to be happening right before our eyes. When the apostles, when them men walked up to the camp, we was like, oh shit. But we was like, when you see, you kind of like, oh, okay. All right, something big is happening. The apostles spoke on them just this week, and they showed up to the camp. And other camps showed up with the right type of spirit on them. It wasn't just showing up for contention and strife to get more views. No, it showed up humble, man. The proper spirit to come in.
And that means something in the spirit, man. What happened yesterday, that means something in the spirit. So, hey, brothers, be on alert and be spiritual, man.
Yep.
The Lord is closing up the breach. Hey, the tabernacle of David is risen.
That's right.
All right. The Lord's getting ready to do some major things. So, hey, it's time to get with the program, man. You know, the Lord's getting ready to do some major stuff, man. All right. You can.
She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her.
That ties it into that tree of life right there from Genesis. Keep going.
And happy is everyone that retaineth her.
Yep. Because now you know what to do. You're not caught out there. I don't know. That's something that bothers me. It's a way that you say. I tell my kids this all the time. I don't like I don't know as an automatic response. I don't like that. Now, if you really, you think about it, you pause. I don't know. You think about it and then you say, I don't know. I love that. But when you just, hey, why'd you do that? I don't know. No, I don't. Just stop and think about it first. See if you do know. There's a difference in that. Because with wisdom, if you search to see what you know, the wisdom of the things that you know, if you're really searching for it, wisdom will meet you if you know it. If you don't, then there's the opportunity as a good father, as the Heavenly Father is, to pass that wisdom on to you. It's the proper moment for that. Go ahead, bro. But read that one again over here.
This is Proverbs 3 and 18. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her.
Yep.
And happy is everyone that retaineth her.
Yep.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by wisdom, hath founded the earth. By understanding, he established the heaven.
And he went right back to Genesis anyway. Proverbs. Go ahead.
By his knowledge, the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop the dew. That's it.
I got this Proverbs 12 and 28. In the way of righteousness is life.
And the way of righteousness is life. Because what does wickedness lead you to? Death. The wages of sin is death. No, it's another one about wickedness. Wickedness is fully when sin fully you know the one I'm talking about. When sin is fully exercised, it's death or something. I don't remember how it goes.
I know what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about. You don't gotta get it if you can paraphrase it in word. But if you just know it.
I know exactly what
Okay,
it's
come.
saying. I get it.
Come.
It's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 15.
Yep.
It says, then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Yeah, because wisdom is not sinful. Wisdom is righteous. It's acceptable to the Most High.
Righteous wisdom.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. The righteous wisdom is because there is a wicked wisdom.
Because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Right.
All this shit you see out here that Jake is doing is left hand wisdom, but really it's the knowledge of wickedness, man.
Hey, like these Jakes over here, they know that this is the spot.
Yeah.
We're in the spot. Everybody must come through this. If you come to Vegas and you plan on being on the strip and you ain't walk past here, you might as well stay in your casino or hotel or wherever you at. You might as well not came out. Because this is the point of that's why there's these shops here now.
The gap.
This is that gap. This will lead you to whatever else that you need to be at in this city, and that's where Brothers is at, in that marketplace, in that agora. You know, this is that spot. They know this is that spot. That's why we always will have battles before about this spot. Drummers want to be here and whatever else. They want to be right in here because they know this is that prime location. This is the gate, the opening in the gate right here. And then you can lead. It can lead you down the path of righteousness, or lead you down the path of life, or lead you down the path of wickedness, down the path of death.
It says, it's, in the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death.
Yep. In the pathway thereof there is no death. That's what's in the right hand of wisdom, life. And it said there, right? The right hand of wisdom is life. The left hand is riches and something else. It said.
Well, that was back in
It said that. Yeah, I was referring to it.
Hey, but you have the strange woman, which is the left hand wisdom, which the scriptures say that she's as a pit that leadeth to death. That's going into evolution, flat earth, Kemet, black unconscious community, Islam, Catholicism. You know, that's the left hand of wisdom, man. The knowledge of wickedness,
prosperity,
LGBT, you know, do as thou wilt. All these different philosophies that was given by the devil. You know, but if you go into the way of righteous wisdom, which is this knowledge, this truth, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, hey, that's a pathway to life.
That's right.
You know.
Still reading
that was it.
This is Proverbs 11 and 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way.
Salaki, bro, start at the top of it.
This is Proverbs 11 and 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
Yep, but the wicked of our people will fall by their own wickedness. Because it was that lust he was talking about that our people are always persuaded by. They have that lust, that little prick of a heart on for me. Oh, that sounds good, let me run with it. And then it ends up being a stanky ass box with full of AIDS and herpes and all types of shit. Lead you straight up to death, syphilis and all types of nasty shit, leading you straight to death. And if you don't die from it, you're gonna wish you were dead. You know?
The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them. So the wisdom that the righteousness have, the righteous have, so like it. But transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness, those that don't heed unto the word. You know? It says, when a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of the unjust man perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked coming in his stead. In steeds, like it.
That's it.
And hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered.
That's you, Nate. That's you, buddy. Until you fully repent, but like we were saying earlier, it's too much for you to come back from, man. It's way too. You're gonna have to lose your congregation and all your money to repent unto Yahweh, which is the price, though. to get out of this, the position to get back in position of what a righteous man should be in. You have to lose everything, and we don't think because you sold out, we don't think you're gonna do it. We don't believe it. That's it. Go. You have something?
Still in second Ezra.
Hold that. Go to second Ezra. No, yeah, hold that. Go with that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 20.
Yeah.
Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Yeah, hey, that left-hand side of wisdom still gives you carnal riches, still gives you all the things of this life. But guess what? It also comes with both, though. They got both sides of it in wisdom, in righteous wisdom. You get both sides. You get the spiritual wisdom of escaping and all of that, the salvation and so on and so forth. And then you also get the glory that comes with it. Riches and I forgot what else he said in that Proverbs script. But yeah, all the carnal things that come with it too. It give you both sides. You can't lose with righteous wisdom. Go ahead, bro. But it'll put you on a level. Go ahead.
If your delight be then in thrones, and scepters,
yeah. Rulership basically.
O ye kings,
Which is the left-hand carnal position that you're desiring.
O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom.
If you really want to be a king, you need to be honoring wisdom. Follow that righteous wisdom. And where's it found? Inside the Holy Bible, through the proper spirit and truth of Yahweh Shem Shah.
Right. That ye may reign forevermore.
Because who cares if I reign for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? You want to reign forevermore, and that's what we get. We get to reign forevermore by keeping His wisdom. Forever, we get to live this forever. So that's why it's exceeding joy. We're overdue. What was the word it said? Basically when you're destroyed, or the people that are tormented and destroyed, our joy will outweigh that. Go ahead, bro. Go back to second Ezra. Unless you have something else. You have something right now?
I got more wisdom.
Let him get this. No. You go. It's wisdom. You
Yeah, this is what every brother on the highways and hedges is doing. This Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth out. It's like a wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the street.
I'm gonna let you read this.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long you gonna walk stubbing your tongue that fucked up ass road that you on? That's only gonna lead to a pit at the end, a fiery pit at that. How long you gonna stay on that destructive path of simplicity because you see everybody walking that way? When you gonna turn and have some wisdom and say, you know what? And we're out there on the side of that road that hey, don't go that way. That's the wrong way. Don't go that way. But what a lot of people keep doing now, this gotta be the right way. I've seen other people succeed. No, you see them get past this. You don't see the end of what happens to them. You don't see that they lose at the condition of the battle, that they lose at the end of that. You don't see how soulless P. Diddy and all them rappers and famous people are. That's why they rock the shades. Because they don't want to show you the shame of that they don't have a soul no more. That is gone. That they can't look with a real piercing eye no more because they know what they've done in their life. Go ahead.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
Yep, and you fools hate knowledge. Yep.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Turn at the correction. Hey, you're going to have to get popped on the ass to learn the right way. Rather take these pops on the ass now than take that big ass daddy whooping when you get home later. He ain't even going to do it. He going to send his son to do it, who's able and just as mad as daddy to do it. The firstborn oldest son going to execute what daddy won't get done.
That's right.
With that young ferocity, because he knows what you was up to. Because he dealt with it himself while he was down here. Go ahead, bro.
Because I will make known my words unto you,
How? By us out here telling you literally what things are. That this RFID chip that's now in Wisconsin on the shores of America, that it's the mark of the beast, that it's going to spread throughout the whole country and become something mandatory for this system of control for the Illuminati and the New World Order. If niggas ain't rapping about the New World Order or the Illuminati at least on some level, then they don't even want you. If you ain't willing to speak boldly what the people want to hear, they don't want you either, man. They're no good to them. Talk about that wicked side, let alone the spirit of Yahweh Shem outside, because you ain't signing crime. Go ahead.
Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
Here, come get wisdom. If we I'm being funny, but if we had a sign that said free wisdom, nobody would stop. And you know it.
Free weed.
We said free weed, they'd all stop.
You're lying.
Free wickedness, or describe the wickedness, they'd all stop. If we said free wisdom, they wouldn't even want to stop. They slow down and read it all out. I thought that was gonna say weed or water or something.
We had a table that said free tickets to the new Mayweather McGregor fight. It's a line. The whole strip will probably show up right here.
People leave their work.
Yeah, people will be walking. They be walking from behind. The registers that come over here. You know what I'm saying? Risk getting fired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To go to this fight, right? Hey, we had a sign that said free ticket to the kingdom of heaven, they wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Free ticket to the kingdom of heaven, they wouldn't stop. There might be a handful. I doubt a third. But how many Jakes will really
It'd be
stop?
more Edomites.
Right. Be full of heathens, right?
Yeah.
Lying full of heathens. Or people that believe that they're heathens. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Yep.
I will also
Meaning they chose death.
Yep.
Pretty much. They didn't want life. You know? Evidently, what's going on out here in this world is more important than salvation.
Yep. Than life.
Than life, than everlasting life. They put that afar off, like, man, that's, whatever. Go ahead, huh?
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Especially when the day of the Lord happens. When the chariots come back and Yahweh Shai comes with the angels, and he that trumpet, and he sent out that trumpet noise, and it's gonna be hella loud, and people are gonna be shaking in their boots, shit in their drawers. That's when you gonna know. All right. When you finally hear your emergency broadcast system going off, giving off warning to everybody in the country that nuclear missiles are on their way from Russia, from North Korea, from China, from Afghanistan, from Ethiopia, from England, even the allies of America. When you see that shit happening, that's when your fear comes as a whirlwind.
1 hour.
Okay, when your judgment is approaching.
Hey, and that whole 1 hour thing, brother kind of threw it out there, that it'll be gone in an hour. It ain't gonna take an hour for it to hit. Yeah. It's gonna be gone in an hour. You have already been dead 20 minutes by the time that hour is over. And all of the mountains and all that's gonna be melted and everything else is gonna be destroyed. Within 45 minutes, it's all gonna be gone. But when the dust's still gonna be kicked up. So from